Hello, everybody. We have another DCooperation with very interesting person, and he's on Steam blockchain. You can say a long time, and he's also promoting very interesting cryptocurrency. Hello.
Hello.
So, where are you from, and how we can find you in Steam blockchain?
So I'm from Alaska, but I travel around the world for other business projects that I've been working on for quite a few years. And our Steam handle is at Explore Traveler, and we've been there since 2016.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, how did you find the first time about Steam blockchain, and how long you are here exactly?
Yeah, so the first time I kind of set up an account in which it was under kind of like a studio name, VETVSO, you might see it on there. And that was about a month earlier. And I had seen a colleague who was posting, I think about it like maybe in Facebook. And so I went through there, I set up the account. I've been into crypto for a very long time. So I was very interested in anything that was new with an integration of crypto into, things that everyday people are using. And a blogging platform with crypto was very new back then. So
Yeah. So what do you think about Steam blockchain, how it works?
Steam blockchain is one of the best blockchains out there. It's very fast. It has the ability to produce a tremendous amount of transactions, even more than Ethereum. So from a transactional standpoint and for a bandwidth standpoint, the Steam blockchain has a lot more going for it. And so I have been waiting for some of the other project stuff with SMTs and things like that I'm interested in as well, and integrating that into our brand. Because we're investors in cryptocurrency, we're investors in blockchain technology, and we've been in Bitcoin since basically really kind of got in hot and heavy in 2011. And then before that, it was like super geek stuff. We didn't even think it was worth anything. It was just a toy.
Yeah,
So
it's interesting. I am happy that Steam blockchain is very special for you, because I think
yes,
you know a lot of stuff about cryptocurrency.
I try to.
Yeah, yeah. So the next question: what are your skills and things that you do well in your life?
So my forms of field service electronics engineering. And so I started off, I was in the military, I did electronics in the military, and then I went into the semiconductor industry, and I did 20 years in the semiconductor industry and kind of worked my way up into executive management there. And I've done some of the biggest projects for 7 nanometer node and below in Taiwan for EUV technology. So yeah, I'm very much my major background is on the hardware side of things, and I had some discussions with some friends of mine back around 2011, and he was in charge of R&D for TSMC in Taiwan. I don't know if you know that company, but he's like, John, we're missing out. We got to get into software. And that's when I said, blockchain is the next biggest software that I feel is coming forward. And I was already getting into it. And when Coinbase started opening up things, it allowed me to get into more. And then, of course, things just sort of exploded. And by 2013, I had all these exchanges going on. I was checking out trading, and it was really good times, right? I mean, obviously, it's a new market. Yeah, I consider it an industry. Blockchain's an industry now, and cryptocurrency is a very small piece of that industry. It just happens to be where a lot of the attention goes to. But there's a lot of things going on in blockchain, and I think Steam in particular is showing by example that there's some really good technologies out there that you can put stuff on the Steam blockchain, and you can do a lot of transactions. So I'm actually looking, for some other opportunities to use the Steam blockchain as well, because I think it has a lot of potential for a lot more applications.
Yeah, yeah, of course. But generally, all the blockchains are good, I think. We can
Yeah, I mean,
do,
they're all different, right? Yeah, they're
yeah,
all different.
yeah, almost everything we can do on blockchain.
Yeah, I mean, there is some scalability issues when it comes to storage, but there's also pre-existing technology such as torrenting and sharding. There's a lot of different things that you can incorporate with blockchain and with crypto that I think can create a synergy and allow for a truly decentralized part of the internet. And so that's kind of where I'm really focused on some of those ideas and concepts. And I'm hoping to be able to, grow my crypto holdings so I can invest in other projects and help bring some of this decentralization to the World Wide Web. Or if they don't want to accept us, we just create our own version of the internet and they can't stop us. So, yeah, it's the wild, wild west of internet all over again.
Yeah, I like the thing that you are not just investing in one thing, you are diversifying everything. It's very interesting way to invest money.
Right. It's fun. I find it very interesting. I find the technology very interesting. I keep up on a lot of the hardware because I have that background. And I have a lot of people, they've asked me to talk in different places around the world. And I go to Asia from time to time and I give a lot of talks over there. And they're always trying to nail me down, pick your brain.
Yeah, it's really nice. So let's move to the project that you are working on now, the Superior Coin and Cryptopia, yes?
Cryptonia.
Cryptonia. Right. Can you tell us more about this? What is it?
So Superior Coin is it's a crypto note, cryptocurrency that was designed for security and privacy. And its purpose was designed to work on a platform. In the very beginning, there was a partnership with another gentleman that fell through, and Superior Coin ended up making its own platform instead, and that is called Cryptonia. And Cryptonia is very active. It's probably got somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 users on it already, and it's still in sort of the alpha/beta startup stage of the platform, but it's growing quick. And basically what it allows users to do is it allows users to kind of work as a crowd and to create and complete small tasks. Consider a task as a little micro job. And so it's micro payments meets micro jobs. And so let's say I want to reach the world with a Facebook post, for example. And I can go into Cryptonia and I can say, hey, I have this task. I'm going to pay so many Superior coins. Please go and read my article on my Facebook story and share it, right? And share it out to the world. And so, as you know, there's a lot of censorship going on right now. And it's a way for us to get the message of cryptocurrency, of our project and multiple projects that we support all around the world, and to just get information into the hands of the average person. And it can be used in many, many different ways, from completing, it just depends. It's limited to your imagination, basically, however you want to do it. I encourage people to join Discord channels and to bring people together for different solutions so we can all talk together. I've used it to bring people to website pages, just to have them take a look at a certain article and maybe to share that article on different places, to share my YouTube videos, stuff on Dtube, right? It's another one. We share Dtube stuff on there. So it's just a matter of how you want to use it. It's a great force multiplier. It allows you to reach a lot more people, and it's extremely inexpensive to use. Because the cost of a Superior coin is never supposed to be very expensive. That was never the goal. It was supposed to be a cheap coin that the average person around the world can afford to buy, and they can earn by completing tasks as well. So, we're exploding in Venezuela, Colombia, Southeast Asia, and so it's becoming a very big thing for people to do, because they found that they can earn money and they can convert that into Bitcoin, and then they can take the Bitcoin and convert that into whatever they want. In Venezuela, they're converting it to Dash, and Dash, there's a store in Caracas that accepts Dash for food. So they can literally go to a certain exchange, convert it to Dash, and go buy food. And as you know, the situation over there is quite horrible from the average person's standpoint. So there's a lot of humanitarian aspects to this as well.
Yeah. So how Cryptonia works with the Steam blockchain? Do we have to use our keys like with the Steam Connect to connect, or how?
So the way it works is you do not have to use Steam Connect. However, if you're going to promote your Steemit content or your Dtube content, right, it's always good to connect your Steemit account to the platform. That way, it just makes sense. I don't think you actually have to. If you're using it just to promote your content, then maybe it's not as important. But basically, we also have a upvote bot for the Cryptonia community for Steemit. And so people have to kind of follow the rules, but basically you set up your post on Steemit, and you set it up and you promote it through Cryptonia, and you get a little bit of extra money, you get a little extra following, you get a upvote from the Cryptonia bot and from the Superior Coin account and from members of the community as well. So it's kind of a way to reach new people that you normally would not have reached, because they're just how Steemit is multiple communities. And so you got the Dtube community, you got all these sub communities and the travel and all this stuff, and kind of Cryptonia kind of helps I like using it because it reaches our content out to new people that normally they just wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah, and maybe you have a lot of investors there as well.
There's a lot of crypto investors there. So if you're interested, or you're talking about crypto content, or you're talking with people that are involved in different kinds of the crypto side of business, Steemit, I mean, you kind of have to be on Steemit now. So it's very interesting because in 2016, it really, I mean, they talked about it, but it really wasn't a must-have for ICOs and other startups. But it's becoming the go-to place. If you're going to do something in crypto, you kind of need to have a presence on Steemit now, just like on Reddit as well.
Yeah, and what are your future plan or goals that you have for this project?
Sure. So we're getting ready to launch a blogging side of Cryptonia, and our goal is to tap into the APIs in Steemit. We don't have that all finished yet, and so eventually we are hoping that people will be able to just create their posts for Steemit going through the Cryptonia platform. And so instead of them only earning crypto from Steem or Steem-based dollars, they'll also be able to earn Superior Coins at the same time. So that's kind of our long-term plans. In short term, it'll be separated, but it'll take us a little bit of time to connect all the APIs together.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, and the last question is about tips. So I see that you are an investor, and you have experience in investing and marketing and blogging. What are the tips that you can give?
Tips. Well, obviously, buy low, sell high. That's always a good one.
Yeah,
but there's always opportunities. I mean, the most important thing is if you find a project that you believe in, right, then you'll get a feel for that project's flow of capital. For example, I mean, we all know that the price of Steem is down, right? It's down below $1 right now, I think, like 92 cents maybe. It may go a little lower, but at some point it's going to go a lot higher. We don't know when that's going to be, but I mean, I've earned a lot of money off of Steemit. I've used that to buy into other startups, and when the price of Steem goes down, I go in and I buy Steem and I keep it in my account, and I eventually just go through and power it all back up. One of the things that enabled me to get quite a bit of Steem in the early days was the Ethereum situation where they had that hack. And when that happened, you had that break off, and you had two different Ethereum chains. And so I was able to use all of my coins from the original Ethereum, and I sold those and I bought Steem with it. So I kind of got quite a bit of Steem in early. And you just have to kind of look for opportunities, and you have to find projects that you think are interesting, have potential, but more importantly, very good communities. And when I say good communities, I mean you go and you look at them on Discord, you look at them on Telegram, get a feel for how they communicate with each other. Are they just bashing people, right? Or are they actually working together to try to solve a problem, to create a solution? And when you find that kind of synergy in a project, you probably should look a little deeper, because you can invite them to Steam it. You can invite them to Kryptonia. You can invite them to anything you want. And the crypto community should not consider themselves as competitors. We should consider ourselves as an industry. And as an industry, if we all work together, everything blockchain will just, it's going to take over the world.
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing words. I never heard such good words. Yeah, it's good. So thank you very much for this nice interview, and welcome to our
My pleasure.
Community Decooperation. I hope you like our community. I hope you see that we are helpful and we try to solve problems.
You're very active.
And very active. Yeah. And in the future, if you will have updates or something like that, we can do more videos.
Sounds great.
And we will be in touch anyway.
That sounds great. And I think what I'll do is you post your video and I'll share it on all of our network on for Explore Traveler, which is quite big. So I'll probably share that around on different websites and social media.
I will join also Kryptonia. I will learn about it, because
yeah, I think we can help each other. We can help you reach more people. And there's lots of ways to get in, and it's free to join. And I think that's the great thing is it doesn't matter where you are around the world. It's actually free to join. We're not there to extract, money out of everyone's pockets. Of course, we would like you to buy Superior Coin because it helps us, but you can also be an earner of Superior Coin, by completing tasks yourself. And you can use that earnings to promote your own content. So it doesn't have to cost money.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. See you in our next videos.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.